Hey guys, John Ribs here with Prolepsis. Are you Prolepsis 9 or Prolepsis?
9.
We're gonna jump into an 8-4 and 12 draft. Q at least. And argue about picks. Especially if Bing tells me to get him to green. Probably. There will be some disagreement. Is this just open a Planeswalker format?
Yeah, the rows are pretty bummy. Basically, the so a lot of the time I have on open, but it's also a pretty fast format, so you can make up for having worse rares if you just kill them before you. I'm putting my headset on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. That's good. Let me make sure it's still recording too. We opened a Grimlock on that, sir.
That's pretty good.
Azura Mage is the other really good card in this pack, right?
I think you take Looter over Azure Mage.
Oh, okay.
But Lava Mancer's pretty good too. I think Lava Mancer's fine.
Color considerations maybe come into it a little bit because there's a lot more blue in the pack than red.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care that much.
Right? Yeah.
I don't really care that much about what I'm shipping to my left.
Right.
I mean,
if we're drafting red, what color are we likely to want to pair it with? Are we looking for like white, red, aggro?
yeah, I think that's where you go, or red, black.
Okay.
And Lava Mancer pretty well in both of those.
I don't know what this card does.
It's like a power for artifacts.
Yeah.
Tectonic Rift might actually table, and that's surprisingly good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outrage. Yeah, I feel like it's not as good as I used to think it was, but it's still removal, right?
Yeah, and Satchel's really good too, but Outrage is just, it fits.
Right.
I think if we went Looter, we would take Satchel here.
We could still head towards a control route. It's not like Lava Mancer is bad if you're playing a controlling deck.
No, but Outrage is really good, I think. If you put them together, it's really easy to get a critical massive burn and just start going to the face.
Yeah, okay. Plus, if we do end up in a more controlling build, Outrage is totally fine there too. 4 damage to a creature.
Yeah, 4's a lot. Yeah, Stormblood Berserker is really good, and I think it's okay shipping all that green.
But there's Overrun in the pack. Right?
It's either one of those two. I mean, I think you're fine taking Overrun. I think Stormblood Berserker, because the rares are so good, you get rewarded by staying in one color as long as you can.
That makes sense.
Then again, third pick Overrun is also one of the reasons why you stay open, right? So,
yeah.
And you know that at least 2 people to your right are avoiding green.
That's a good point. That might push it towards Overrun, surely. I have Overrun selected in 5 seconds, so we're probably overrunning.
I think it's
Well, that's brutal. Where'd all the green go?
Piker's fine. Piker or Tunneler. I mean, they're not super exciting, but they're fine. I mean, there's nothing in this pack that's really great except for Cutthroat.
Auramancer isn't super powerful in this format?
No, because all the enchantments that you want kind of don't die. Maybe if you have a couple mind controls, or a mind control dies a lot, but like pacifism, or web even, just stick around forever.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna take a fourth pick Piker, I think. I feel pretty depressed about this.
Sacred Wolf?
Yeah, this is where I haven't drafted the format before would come in, because I have no idea whether, like, how high do I pick Plummet? Active Treason, I assume, is just no good. Is Active Treason better in Black-Red?
It's better in Black-Red because the only sacrifice outlet in the set is black. But it's really hard to make it as good as it was in the last set. Now it's just a burn spell, where before it was actual removal. Sacred Wolf is good, and it's pretty easy to make Sacred Wolf unreasonable.
Okay.
Plummet's really good too, but it's like I'm never sad running a Plummet, but it's pretty awful. It's just Slaughter Cry. Just cut red, and it's probably fine running one Slaughter Cry, at least in green red.
Okay, Sundial of the Infinite is just not playable.
No, it ends the turn. Anytime you want.
During your turn. There's nothing at all that we can use to break that.
I had a guy attack with Benolosh Veteran and make it a 3/3, and then try to end the turn. And then it became a 2/2 again.
I see.
He was very sad about it. Yeah, Basilisk is great. At least fine.
Seems like an easy pick. This is sort of one reason that I wanted to take the red card instead of going into Overrun is that I feel like the draft is sort of over. Now you just take green and red cards pretty much. Are elves better than 5/6?
Yeah, for sure. Elf is great. Elf is definitely the pick here. I mean, it's pretty good that we didn't take the Stormblood because there haven't been really any exciting red cards since then.
Yeah, I guess it's plausible we could even get into some sort of, I don't know, is like 3-color green a deck in this format?
No, it's really hard to splash, especially since it's such a fast format. You have Manolith and Rampant, which are fine, but that's pretty good.
We take the Spider, right?
Yeah. But, you know, especially because there's a lot of cards that are pretty mana intensive. Like, you want your red 1-drops on turn 1.
Your Overruns on turn 5. Swing for 4. It's a big line off.
Right. It's Big Lava Man.
4/4 Lava Man. Is Lure playable at all? What about Buried Ruin, actually?
No, Lure's actually not bad. It can be very good. It can be just kind of like a mediocre falter. It's fine. Buried Ruin, again, there's not that many artifacts in the set, really.
I'm going with that.
Really? Okay. That's fine.
You're going to bust it. Lurking Crocodiles seems like it should have been taken a long time ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably only like one green trigger in the table.
Yeah.
I can't imagine more than that.
Didn't they print Lurking Crocodile without Bloodthirst a while ago? I feel like I recognize that card. Maybe it had Regenerate then.
Reclaim is potentially playable.
Depending on how many planeswalkers we open.
I mean, in the right deck, it's fine with Overrun. Like, if you have Overrun and a Fireball, like, I start thinking about playing Reclaim in that situation.
Okay.
Flame is...
Out of the board, right?
Yeah, and then... I mean, you kind of want the people next to you to be in white. I mean, they're gonna get a leap eventually, but... You don't take the land there? I mean, I know it's a pretty signaling, but...
Am I meant to take the land? Why do I even take over it? I always take the land last.
Right, but you give... I mean, it's kind of a weak signaling to say... Blood Ogre is fine. Blood Ogre is pretty good.
What's on Earth the pure worth? Probably not enough.
Half a ticket.
Yeah. Blood Ogre is better than Derek's Companion.
Sure. I mean, it's fine as an ogre, and then if you bloodthirst it, it's really hard to block.
Makes sense. What about the potential of getting out of red, given how completely non-existent it was pack 1? Is there any way we can look at a different color here? Maybe take the companion planning on moving into something else?
Possible. I mean, I think we'd probably want... I mean, the problem with companion is that it's... You need to be like 10-7 to run it, or be happy running it.
I was going to take the Blood Ogre.
I mean, if you get something really unreasonable, it's probably fine switching. Arsonist is really good. Archdruid is actually not bad because it still taps your mana too.
Right. We have 1 elf.
1 elf. Arsonist also picks off a lot of the things that matter.
Yeah, I think I would go with Arsonist.
Like, kills all the...
anything.
Kills Lawkeeper.
So 1 drop 2.
Is... It's pretty depressing. Crown is fine. Plummet is okay. They're both fine.
I think we can sort of plan to table Plummet. Fairly likely, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Mana Barks is pretty much unplayable.
In this deck, for sure.
Alright.
Although, Overrun is still a bargain, even if it domes you for, 5 when you cast it.
It's a foil land.
That is probably still worth less than a ticket.
Yeah. There isn't anything else we want to play though, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Act is playable. Probably not the best in this deck, but...
It's not impossible, but I would end up main decking this land too for some sort of black. Although all the big black is heavy, right?
I mean,
it's a foil land. Yep, I have
I think, I think companions pick here. You can get a 5-drop later. I mean, your early drops are pretty weak too. You only have 4 guys that you really want to cast on turn. I mean, Circle of Flame and Crown don't really count.
Right.
And you need something to
Probably hide that. Yeah, I like the companion here, I think. I like Fiery Hellhound more than maybe anyone else who drafts limited.
Yeah, you're gonna be more green though anyway.
Yep. I'm assuming we pick Vandal.
Yeah,
Over
Vandal's
4
fine.
or 5 breathing. Seems like white-red might be the place to be at the moment. Except I decided that red was going to cut. I'm just confused. Blue now?
Yeah, I see Gorger's fine.
Reassembling Skeleton? This is 7th pick. I'm a little confused about what's going on in this draft. Drifting Shade. Do I take the Scepter and go for the combo?
Yeah, go for it. Or you could just hit up one of the flyers. I can imagine Peregrine Griffin probably giving you more problems.
I feel like we're solidly in the wrong colors right now. Hopefully we get a good pack 3.
Yeah. I mean, you remember, we're only in these colors because of pack 1, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
kind of expect pack 2 to be pretty bad. Or at least, it's okay if it's underwhelming.
We have such a sick white deck. Is Lightning Elemental better than Honor Pure?
I like Elemental. It's probably not the best in this deck since you don't really have that much removal. You just have a lot of big guys. I would just take the Honor, if you care for money. And Mastodon. I hate the Mastodon. That's the one that's gonna cause you the most pain if you play against it.
Okay. I'm taking Brink.
That's fair.
Zombie Infestation. Need it for Constructed. I don't think I actually need it for Constructed. Should we just hate Mighty Leap? Or is that one thing playable?
It's awful.
Okay.
People keep trying to play it, and it's actually awful.
I believe
Mana Barb back worth 8 cents.
Kraken's Eye or Swamp?
I think you could probably get 2 cents for the eye.
It's not bad. So my feeling going into pack 3 is that my deck sort of sucks and doesn't do much, but it has an overrun in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of overrun decks look like.
Picked up a late Worm's Tooth, so I don't have to worry as much about our life total. Like, I don't even have a curve. I have one good 2-drop.
Hiker's fine.
I'm not sure that I believe Hiker is fine. Man, I really miss being able to see the 8 avatars sitting around the table. That's what I'd be doing right now, if I could.
What's your avatar right now, anyway?
Chroma. I feel like a Chroma was the first like free with your account avatar I ever got, and it's been my avatar ever since. I'm taking Fireball. I hope you're okay with that.
I don't know, there's a Brindleboar. Do you want Beats Fireball? Life gain. Right, like
Nice.
Fireball it either kills a creature or it kills your face, and Brindleboar counters both the creature and it gains you life.
It's accurate. I don't know what I could say to that. Probably I can just send 15 damage at your face in response.
Yeah, Spider, I guess.
I don't know, because I feel like Birds is actually good in this deck.
Birds is fine. Spider is kind of the reason why you play green. Especially since you don't really have that many ways to answer the white with Flyers deck. Sphinx or O-Ring would be so much better if you could actually play them, but you rare drafted the wrong. Entirely possible that one of those tables. Possibly just take the Doomblade here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have one black-red. I'd be totally playing it if I had grabbed Birds over Spider. But I do think Spider was the right pick.
I mean, one of those might come back, Rampant or the Birds. I mean, they're in the same pack, and there's not that many green drafters, so...
Yeah,
take a...
Take Doomblade and plan on that.
They're up the land. Green rare.
Can get another giant spider.
Get another Goblin Piker as well. Yeah, I mean, kind of sucks, but Piker fills your curve, right?
Yeah, it does.
There's unplayables in your 2-drop right now.
Can I start playing white yet?
Ah.
No, I can't.
What was the first white card we saw? I mean, like, we opened Azure Mage and Shooter, and then we saw Satchel Pack 2, and Pack 3 we saw the Overrun. I don't think we really had a chance to go into white.
Yeah.
We saw cards go later in white than... This is interesting.
So it's slime or pacifism, right?
Yeah. Slime is really good.
Slime beats pacifism.
True.
Slime is pretty nice versus mind control, which seems like it just completely destroys this deck.
Go for it. Well, we didn't see that much blue. You know what's better than casting 1 Overrun?
No. I don't.
It's better than casting 1 Fireball?
It's true, basically says copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
It's it's better than casting more than one, casting one doubling chance.
I'm going to take the Rhino, I think, but I don't know, maybe Runeclaw Bear is better. I'm taking the Bear.
Fine. I can see that.
I'll have to wait too long to start thinking about that pick. Oh.
You have pretty good fat here.
Ticket, too.
Got 2.5 big guys. I mean, I think ideally you'd want another one, but you can't pass blood for sure.
Yep. Here's another. There's also Consume Spirit, and there's a Manolith. With Doomblade in the pile, is Manolith an option?
Like Gorger, I feel like you need Gorger blood. I mean, the problem is that Manolith doesn't really do anything else in your deck besides fix, right? Right now, it's not like you're ramping into anything big. Curve kind of just stops at 3.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like a 50% chance that you get that rampant back. I mean, the only thing stopping you is if someone rare drafts the birds and the green guy takes the rampant.
Maybe everyone else is playing green. You don't know. I can see, this is why I took Fireball over the Grindelwald, because I knew it was tabling.
You're better at Magic, Steven.
Do I even draft it?
Yeah.
I'm going to see the inside of my deck. Okay. Because, I'm not that excited to play it, I'll be honest.
No, you don't play it, but you are happy that it's there.
You can look at it in sideboarding. Take the Sphinx. Take the Sphinx.
Oh, I'm lagged out. I didn't see the pack.
Yeah, it didn't have much.
Oh, there it is. Jeez. This was the birds pack, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Sorry, dude.
It's okay.
I mean, the red green back.
I'm going to take Wall of Torches. I'm going to sideboard that one too. Sided in versus the Tramplers. You see that article?
No. Siren, take the Siren. Siren's... Oh.
Sorry. But Jace's Erasure, man. They could deck me.
Especially since you pulled multiple cards out of your deck with doubling chance.
And main deck, Goblin Bank Chuckers. It's like his second Grim Labyrinth, so if you think about that for a second.
That's true. You know, on average, it deals 2 damage, or to your intended target.
What?
Or rather, on average, you get 1 successful activation from it.
I guess. These things you say are true.
I think a lot of that is buttressed by the the long tail of the time that you infinite activate from it.
Right. And half the time you get 0. Which is sort of relevant in like actual games.
They're so slow that you don't just double click them and sort by casting costs.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to go slow so I didn't have to put those Goblin Pikers in the deck. It's a perfect 23. I don't have Crown in. And I don't have Doomblade.
Well, you actually have a fair amount of removal, right? I mean, you've got the Outrage, you got the Lava Mancer, you got the Web and the Fireball, and you're going to get something with Slaughter Cry.
I'm counting Acidic Slime too.
Yeah.
Possible I shouldn't.
It was fine.
I have 18 creatures and an overrun.
And I think you just go like 9/8. Nine, 8, and you run the summit? No, don't run the summit.
Spoil.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have like a turn 1 hand with the summit, an arsonist, and 3 forests.
Are you sure 9/8, not 10/7? I have Companion and I have Overrun.
Then
I also have Hellhound. It's a very well-crafted deck.
I don't even remember you picking that Hellhound, which is like...
I got it like 14.
That would do it. I mean, you could just run the Crown instead of the Hellhound and run 10/7.
Alright, so that's our deck. So what's the God draw here? Llanowar